Alright, we're live. And we're live. Coming to you live from a sold out arena in Florida. What's going on, folks? Can you hear me good? Mic check. How we sounding? Alright. No clue what we're going to be drawing tonight, because we're winging it. Loud and clear. Copy that. Breaker 19, we're loud and clear. Ready for takeoff. What's going on, folks? Alright. Soup cult up. Y'all cultists, how y'all cultists doing tonight, huh? How we doing? How we feeling? I was just doing some quick Google searches here before we started to see if I can get some ideas. One of the things I was thinking of doing something maybe with like a horseshoe crab. I don't know. Maybe designing something and incorporating a little horseshoe crab. I don't know. Something random. We're starting from scratch. So let's grab some pictures. Let's grab some pictures here and see if we can figure out something to do with this maybe. Who knows where we'll end up? You know? Who knows? I certainly don't. Draw more soup? Bro, why do you want me to just draw soup? What are we gonna do with soup? Just a bowl of soup? Any other pictures? Any of y'all, speaking of horseshoe crabs, have any of y'all ever encountered one in the wild? I have many a time back in my childhood. Little Wikipedia. What you got for us? What you got for us, Wikipedia? I'll take that right there. I'll take that image. Give me that image. I want it. Whoa, it's a big one. All right, let me say hello to. We got Lemon Jingles. We got Joe. What up? We got Lucas. Hello. K1. Any talks? L3 the Eagle. Leave the horseshoe crabs alone. So, I was thinking maybe like a horseshoe crab. Combining it, maybe we could do something draconic with a horseshoe crab. What do y'all think? What can we do here to turn a little horseshoe crab into either some sort of serpent or... I was thinking I've been wanting to design a hydra, but I was like, do I just go with like a generic hydra or do I do something fancy with it? You know? I wasn't quite sure of some unique approach to it. Horseshoe soup. I wonder what they taste like. Do you think they taste like crab? They gotta taste like crab, right? Has anybody ever eaten one of these? It doesn't look like there's much meat on them, though. Because their legs are kind of small. And they're kind of just a big shell, aren't they? I like those colors, though. It's like that copper, brass color or something. Some blues and purps up in there. I don't know. But, yeah, maybe we can figure out a way to combine this into some sort of dragon or something. I don't know. A horseshoe dragon. Horseshoe crab dragon. Your people eat their eggs? Are there how big are their eggs? Like little? I'm guessing they're like little tiny, like caviar or something. And why do you just eat the eggs and not the actual thing? Does the actual crab not taste that good? All right, let's start bullshitting around, guys. We're gonna give it like a little Kabutops head. Yeah, like caviar. Yeah, Joe, you're from you're in like Indonesia or something, right? Isn't that where you make Beth or make Heth, whatever you want to call it? Barely has any meat. Of course, of course. Yeah. Okay, so if you're in Indonesia, how far are you from like the Komodo Isles? Have you ever like seen a Komodo dragon in person? That's the real question. That's what the audience wants to know, Joe. Have you been to the Komodo Isles? Can y'all hear the music, by the way? I've got some Shadow of the Colossus soundtrack playing in the background, you know? So you have not come. Well, how far are you? Like super far away from the Komodo Isles? Is it like hard to get there or anything? Because Indonesia's pretty big, right? Next to Bali, hey, that's where all the tourists go. Bali. Actually, hold on. Let's It's going to be hard to make something look like a horseshoe crab without it looking too much like a horseshoe crab. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take elements of like its shell and use it as like armor and then do like colors and stuff. Like I said, I got no clue what we're doing. We're just winging it, you know? Off the dome. Straight off the dome. They got like little, they do got like them little hairs on there. So you know what that means? We're going to put some little hairs on them somewhere. We gots to. We gots to do that. We gots to do that. Watching this makes you want to design something based on a horseshoe crab. Go for it, Joe. Join on in. In some states, it is illegal to catch horseshoe crabs, and I looked up the meat, and they don't have much meat, and it doesn't look that good. Alright, there you go. Yeah, they don't look like they would have much meat on them. I mean, look at that thing. It's basically just like a shell with legs. They're a very prehistoric species, you know? If we make a horseshoe crab soup, would we have to call it a horseshoe crab bisque? Mmm. Sounds delicious. Trying to think, do we go more... Do we make like a quadruped? What do we do here, folks? What do we do here? We gotta do something with that tail, that like spear kind of tail. It's almost got like little like razor saws on it too. What do we do here, folks? What do we do? Do we go with the quadruped? What do we do here? We milk them to make medicine? How do you milk them? Show me, Joe. Where? Show me where on this horseshoe crab. Where do you milk it? Show me the area. Bro, how many legs does this thing have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bro, how many legs does this thing got? Like 12? Because it's got like them little baby claws right there in the middle, too. And it's got some shit going on down here. I don't know what's going on over there. Make his little shoulder pad look like a horseshoe crab also. We extract the blood, and it is blue. Ocean. It's truly alien. Huh. Interesting. Blue blood. Yeah, dude, the ocean. That's where the aliens live, y'all. Deep beneath the ocean. That's where the aliens are hiding out. Don't you know? Don't you know? It's not in outer space. It's deep beneath the sea. That's where their secret base is. I think the hexapod idea is top notch and you should go with it for a dragon creature that's based off a crab. Trying to think. So you're just talking about 6 legs, or you're talking about like turning the wings into something? Also, some shorebirds rely on the eggs of horseshoe crabs, which is one reason why it's illegal to catch them in some states. Alright, sharing the facts, yo. L3, sharing the factoids for the night. Right on, mate, right on. 12 legs? You think I'm gonna draw 12 legs? You crazy? 12 legs? Well, if we're gonna give it 6 legs, it'd almost be like a basilisk. So I would have to make these legs smaller then. Like that. Let's see, and all their, it looks like all their little legs got like 2 claws on them. I have to figure out what I want to do with its back. We're gonna do a little cheat real quick here, just to save some time. Little copy and paste action, baby. What's up? That's the beauty of doing digital art. Especially since we're just scheming right now, so I ain't worried about it being all the same. This is my first time chatting in your videos. I'm happy to be here, and I've been watching your videos for some time. I love your world and the creatures and races you create for it. Thanks, Kyra Mitchell. Appreciate it. So we've got kind of like these spikes and stuff going on. We could probably put that on its back. Them big old, them larger spikes, I guess. I'm trying to figure out how we can do that. I'll have to mess around with like the legs and the body some more. Figure out how I want to lay these plates down on them. I was thinking give it more of a shell like a horseshoe crab. Are we putting too much pressure on you? No. No pressure. I'm just bullshitting around anyways. We're just shooting the shit here. Just trying things out. If something doesn't work, oh well. We move on. Move on and we try something else. You know, this is just brainstorming. That's what we're doing tonight. Just brainstorming, scheming, concepting. I want some more laid back music than this. Let's play some Bloodborne soundtrack. Switch it up here. I wonder if I should make its legs more like crocodilian and have it like drag its body on the ground. Decisions. got them bony little ridges on it, on its tail too, like a saw. Stab your ass with that thing. This one can go in the soup. Oh, it's a delicious, succulent little morsel. Yeah, I might end up... Maybe I'll take a little salty inspiration with it too. Give me a good... Where's a good side profile up in this bitty? Hey, it's my guy Steve! The goat. Come on, man. Just give me a simple view. Oh, hold up. Where was that? Hold on. Where did you go? Where did that picture go? Let's copy this little picture here. Oh, bro, you didn't... Copy. Bro, why aren't you copying? Please don't be a bad site. What is this? Bro, it could be such a pain in the ass searching for images, I swear. I want this image for reference. Copy it. And paste it, you fool! Struggle's real, folks. First world problems. Okay. Alright, screw you. Screw you then. I didn't want you anyways. We're gonna get a different picture, okay? We're gonna get a better picture. I don't want that one either. The great box of socks has appeared. A wild box of socks has appeared. Brother, why is it so hard to find just a decent side profile? Enough of these games. Full body. I want that body shot. I want that full body pic. Can I maybe copy this image? It's not the... I would like a side profile, but... Bro! Come on, man. Copy the damn picture. Alright. Alright. That's how we're doing it tonight? Okay, you gonna embarrass me on my stream like this? Okay. I see how it is. Alright. Alright. Copy this. This one's gonna work, guys. See, look at that. All right, I guess that's our shitty reference we're going with. Pinterest. That is true, Joe. Although, you know what? Even Pinterest sometimes doesn't let me, like, copy and paste. Pinterest. No, go to Pinterest, you fool. Oh, look at those pretty nails. Wow. Crocodile. Whoa. Alright, cool. Okay. Oh, that's a cool little image right there. I like that. Alright. We're reference hunting, folks. Oh, I like that one. Oh, that girl running into its mouth. That's pretty cool. Crocodiles are so cool. Ooh, that's a good one just to have on hand. Bro, no. Alright. Screw you. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Look at them short, stubby little fat legs on them. Let me see how his head would look on this thing. All right, let me retract for a second. I was zoning out. This would be a dragon that doesn't sound delicious, but it's meat actually good. Beware, you might fall in a rabbit hole. Keep searching for good references. I know. Anytime I'm on Pinterest, I just scroll because you just get distracted. And then like half of the shit you see is like AI art. You know what bugs me about Pinterest is like you'll see the art, and then like the description of whatever the art is, like isn't even what the image is. It's like some complete random shit. I'm like, who like? Is there like some random person just uploading these things on their Pinterest, and they're just like, they don't know words, and they just call shit random stuff, or what? Or is it like some bot type of thing? I'm like, that's one of the things I noticed with Pinterest. It's weird. Giant mouth. Do we give it more of like a crocodile head and like a giant plated crocodile style head instead of this short mouth? Actually, I don't want to shrink that too much because we might need that. What is up, G-Bomata? Get rude? G-Bomata get rude? Maybe this new design could have a mouth that splits in two at the bottom. Alright. Long boy? Are you talking about like the mouth? Give it like a crocodile mouth? Is that what we're doing next? Alright. Let's draw. Let me get a new layer here real quick. Let's extend it to more of a crocodilian type of shindig. We'll see how this goes. Like that? A long head? That long dome piece? Something like that? Is that what we're rolling with, y'all? I think I do like that more. I mean, we're getting a little bit away from the horseshoe crab, but we can incorporate it, the shell, a little bit more into it. You know what I'm saying? You know that music? This is Bloodborne soundtrack. Yeah, I think I'm digging this style head a little bit more too, yo. I think I'm feeling it. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? And since horseshoe crabs got them little, whatever they are, furry things, whatever, we'll give it to him on the, we'll throw it on its underside here. We'll make the soft squishy bits on the bottom, and the top will be armored. So let me shrink that. Let me shrink that head a little bit. It's a little too big. We have I think if you want to get the horseshoe elements back, put segmented shell bits on top, it would add back the elements. Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Bro, I am gonna go watch your Monster Hunter playthrough too. I watched one yesterday later. Alright, dude. Go watch that shit. Go absorb my content. Boost my numbers. Oh shit, I didn't mean to draw those on that. Whoops. Oh, did any of y'all watch the or see the new Monarch trailer? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. That new monster looks pretty cool. Tora's Art Corner, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. We're getting there, we're getting there. I'm coming up with something. Chipping away. That's what we do here. We chip away at stuff. I guess we'll still maybe keep the 2 claws, reminiscent of the horseshoe crab. I guess we'll keep it with 2. 2 claws. Alright, let me change this music. I'm not feeling this music right now. Let's see. Just go with the classic. Classic Zelda music. It's my go-to. Not digging them feats. Yeah, that's a little better. When and how did you get into creature design and world building? Well, I've been drawing since I was a little chitlin. And obviously, probably the first thing I ever drew was like dinosaurs. And then you kind of I just kind of would draw my own stuff. My own creatures. So I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of Pokemon, a lot of all these different shows and stuff growing up, and obviously those are all like creature based IPs and stuff, so it's kind of how I did it. It's kind of how I got into it. Drawing dinosaurs and dragons, and then just kind of evolve from there. Draconis, what up? What is your favorite Star Wars creature? Wampa. It's probably my favorite, the Wampa. Off the top of my dome, that's my favorite. Good old Wampa. Or what's that? Honestly, I don't know the names of too many of the Star Wars creatures. There's some other cool ones. I just don't know their damn names. Damn it. Oh, the Rancor is pretty cool. Rancor's up there. What else? Give me some more Star Wars creatures. Those are just the two off the top of my head. What? Oh, what was the in episode 2 when they're in that Coliseum thing? There's like that rhino one. Then there's like that that more insect looking one. It's not an insect, but it's got like large claws. And then there's like that feline one. I like that rhino. What was that rhino thing from Star Wars Rhino? The Reek? Yeah, the Reek. That thing's pretty cool. That's right up my alley. The Reek. That's a cool one. And then what's that damn it, what's that thing called? What's that other thing called? Creatures episode 2. What else is there? The Acklay. That thing's cool too. The Acklay. I like that thing a lot. You don't like the Acklay? That thing's cool. I remember those. Weren't those in like Battlefront 2 or something? Oh, that Varactyl. That thing's cool too. That's like a damn that's like the damn thing from Monster Hunter Wilds, honestly. Just like a quadruped version. Yeah. What about the Sando Aqua Monster? What is this Sando Aqua Monster? Let me look this. Oh yeah, that thing's badass too. That thing's like a kaiju. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that thing. Yeah, I just don't know any of the Star Wars creatures names too much. I've always known for Star Wars, my knowledge is like characters. Really, I don't know too much of like the the creature lore and stuff. Not as familiar with that stuff, to be honest. But my favorite Star Wars movie growing up was always Episode 6, because of Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt, that was my guy. I love Jabba the Hutt. The open sea... What is that? The open sea killer? Opie sea killer? What is this thing? Oh, I remember that thing too. Yeah, that thing's cool too. That little lobster. Look at that thing would probably make some good soup. That thing would make some good soup right there, man. Zillow Beast. Oh, I remember that thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little let down when I remember watching that episode with the Zillow Beast. I was a little let down. I don't like its string bean ligaments. I like a bulky monster. I like a big old bulky. I like them thick. I like my creatures thick. But that was a cool episode. But yeah, for Star Wars, I always like the characters more. So, General Grievous, one of my favorites. Darth Maul, one of my favorites. You know who else I really liked? Sebulba. When I was a kid. Sebulba back in the day. Basically, I like all the villains. Mythosaur? Let me look that up now. Hold on. Bro, I don't know why, but my mouse just sometimes disappears. Mythosaur. Let's see what this thing is. The Mythosaur. Oh, that thing's cool looking. Wait, which episode was that? Did I see that one? That's in a Mandalorian episode? Maybe I didn't see that one. What's the name of the giant... Yeah, maybe I didn't see that episode. What's the name of... I think it was in Mandalorian Season 2 of that, like, giant tunnel. Was it like a worm or something? That they tried to lure out? And, like, blow up or whatever? What creature was that? Mythosaur is pretty awe-inspiring from the Zillow Beast, and Mythosaur pretty mythical. Action and everything. Why the villain always looks so much better? That's what I was saying, dude. Ever since I was a kid, I was like, dude, I don't give a shit about the heroes, man. The villains are all the villains, yo. Villains and everything, for the most part. You know, and like superhero. Well, for like superheroes and stuff. I mean, I've always kind of like more of like the anti-heroes or. Like, one of my favorite superheroes is Wolverine. I mean, he's not a villain, obviously. He's just an asshole. I like the asshole characters. And, like, the Ninja Turtles, I like Raphael. You know? I like whoever's the more aggro, just like badass character who just wants to like fuck shit up and fight all the time. That's the characters I like. Or like Transformers, I'm a Megatron guy. I was like, fuck the Autobots, Decepticons all the way. Mikey. Mikey's cool. Listen, all the Ninja Turtles are cool. Mikey, you know, he's the humorous one. Everybody loves Mikey. But I'm a Raphael guy. With the size, woo, those things are sick. I'm trying to think what like IP do I like where I like the heroes more? I mean, even in like in the superheroes like Batman, I like Batman just because he's like real dark and edgy. He's got the best like rogues gallery. All his villains are the coolest. I'm trying to think. Power Rangers, yeah, the monster dude. Power Rangers back in the day. What was that dude's name? From Power Rangers, that purple dude. He's the one I always... The Ooze dude or whatever the fuck his name was. The Ooze guy. Ivan Ooze. Got them tentacles all on his face. Good old Ivan Ooze. What are we drawing? Some basilisk horseshoe crab thingamajig. Cad Bane. Yo, Cad Bane's dope. The bounty hunter. Cad Bane. I love a nice bounty hunter. I love a Western bounty hunter. Or like even the hero characters. Han Solo's better than Luke Skywalker. Let's be real. Yeah, Luke Skywalker's got the Force, but Han Solo, that's that guy. He's got the most potential out of all four turtles. Who's got the most potential? Talk about Mikey? Or like Sonic the Hedgehog. I like Knuckles. Knuckles is my favorite character. And then Shadow's number 2. Although Sonic himself's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I mean, we're listening to Zelda music right now. Ganondorf. I love Ganondorf. For Mario, I love Bowser. Like, yo, all the villains are my favorite. Ever read The Last Ronin? No, but I've seen, didn't somebody do like a fan trailer for like the last Ronin with Leo in it. I'm pretty sure I watched that. And actually, I saw somebody just recently made like a CGI Raphael. Hold on, let me YouTube this real quick. I just saw, yeah, a week ago, this dude uploaded some test footage. It's called TMNT Raphael test footage. It's like 1:57. Yo, watch that, bro. That's just badass. Watch that. Heroes look too generic. Yeah, a lot of times the hero... Well, that's probably because like a lot of the times in things, like the heroes are just like humans. So, you know, there's not as much like cool design that goes into them. And also, that kind of like makes or breaks. Like, if you have a movie and like you have a really good villain, like that makes the movie so much better. Like a legit villain to defeat. Like, if you got like a villain in whatever your series is, and I can't take the villain seriously, I'm like, bro, what am I even watching this shit for then? Give me a good villain. Like, dude, The Dark Knight, Joker? Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. All-time great villain. All-time great movie villain. Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones? Come on. Come on. Bowser will always be my #1 favorite Nintendo villain and Mario character, yeah. Bowser's the dude. Ridley, yo, Ridley from Metroid? Exactly, Ridley from Metroid's my favorite character from there. What's this creature called? It's just, that's got no name, alright? It's just a random creature we're designing here. Ridley, the murderadactyle, space pirate, king of death. Good old Ridley. I didn't play the new Metroid Prime game. I heard it was kind of eh. What are your thoughts on the second Mario movie and the Legend of Zelda movie? Well, the second Mario movie, so far the trailers look really good, so I'm hyped about that. The Legend of Zelda movie, we'll see. I don't know, like, when it comes to, like, video game adaptations, I kind of feel like they work better as, like, an animation type of thing, like CGI or something, like the way Mario's going versus live action. I feel like pulling off a live action video game based movie is a lot harder. But who knows? Until we see some trailers and stuff, I have zero thoughts on the movie. I'm interested because, in my opinion, The Legend of Zelda is the best video game franchise of all time in terms of like consistently putting out high quality games. You know, they always take their time with those, at least the mainline Zelda games. So they're always pretty much bangers. But we'll see how the movie goes. I think the God of War adaptation, though, is going to be pretty interesting. That's one that, you know, live action's fine, so I'm curious to see how that show ends up going, but it'll be a while before we get any trailers or anything for that. My most hated Nintendo villain, though, that would go Porky from the Earthbound series. I just remember him from Smash Bros. I never played the actual Earthbound series. So all I know Porky from is Smash Bros. Don't know any of the character lore or anything like that. Let me just mess around. I'm going to keep this sketch rough. I'm just going to play around with some colors. Let's get some colors up in here just to see how it looks. I won't be doing like a fully rendered version tonight, but, you know, we're just chitting and chatting, you know. Chit chat, do a little doodle here and there. See where we end up. Trust me, Porky sucks. He's both evil and annoying. Oh, speaking of evil, are any of y'all Resident Evil fans? That new Resident Evil game looks legit. I think it's coming out in like a couple weeks or something. I've always watched playthroughs of horror games, but I've never actually like played any myself. I've maybe played like a couple back in the day, but I'd always just watch I'd watch other people play them and I'd just watch their playthroughs or their live streams. The great box of socks is back from doing the dishes. You don't play Resident Evil, but you do watch it? Love the monsters? Yeah. Resident Evil, the last one, 8, Resident Evil Village had some cool, because they had like more like vampire and like werewolf inspired creatures. I like some of the designs in there. I like the That one real creepy looking like hunchback dude who turned into like a giant fish. That dude was crazy. That was a creepy ass monster. But yeah, I was thinking about getting the new Resident Evil game. I don't know. I feel like that would be a fun game to do like a live stream playthrough of, just because it's like horror and you get the jump scares and stuff. But there's also, what's that one? There's another horror game. What's it called? Let me look up real quick. What's it called? It's called like Little Monsters or something. Little Nightmares, is that what it is? No, Reanimal. Reanimal. That's a pretty cool looking little creepy game. Reanimal. Is that a salamander? It's a horseshoe basilisk thingamabob. This is our version 1 of this creature. I'll probably throughout the week or something, I'll probably think on this design some more and maybe do another version and flesh things out some more. Come up with some more ideas once I sit and think about it some. But that's what we're rolling with right now. Ripto, yo, dude, the Spyro games, underrated. I love the Spyro games. My favorite always was Enter the Dragonfly. I had that on my GameCube. I love that damn game. I know it's one of like the lower rated, like critically lower rated Spyro games, but I always love that one. God, I used to love them platformers. Any of y'all ever played Gex back in the day? Gex, that was my shit too. I used to rent that from Blockbuster all the time. Love that game. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s when platformers were peak. Just a Little Crow, hello. Albert Play, what up? Dayton Cutright, what up? What's going on, folks? What up? What it do? Blockbuster? Oh, Terraformer. You don't know about Blockbuster, do you? You must be a youngin'. For Final Fantasy Sephiroth? Oh my god, Final Fantasy. I can't wait for part 3 for the remakes. Oh my god. That's probably like the remake series that they've been doing for Final Fantasy 7. That's like one of my all-time favorite video game series now. I never played the original Final Fantasy 7 when I was a kid. My first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy 10, which is also great. But dude, remake and rebirth, all-time great games. I love the story, the characters in particular. Voice acting's peak, the combat's peak, the whole story, everything about its peak. Have you ever heard of terraformers? I don't think so. Let me Google that. What is terraformers? Terraformers. Terraform Mars? Terraform Mars? With an A? No, but for some reason that whatever that little cockroach looking dude face thing looks familiar. Is it an alien or something? What is that? Terraform Mars? That's a green Puerto Rican iguana on steroids. I feel so bad for the characters. Yeah, but see, that's what makes it good. When you have like characters like that go through like hard times and struggles, like those games are always the best. It gives you like an emotional connection to the characters. That's a problem with like a lot of like modern shit now. It's like they don't delve that deep into really having like characters go through real struggles and developing, you know, and like forming their character and becoming something and, you know, overcoming obstacles and shit, you know. Trials and tribulations, the hero's journey. Suffrage is essential for growth. It's terrifying. The Overlord video game. Oh, I remember the Overlord video games. I never played them, but I remember that. I remember when that game came out. And you had like the little goblin minions or whatever they were. Brutal Legend. Jack Black. What are our opinions on the most patriotic game ever? Helldivers 2. I've actually never played Helldivers. Actually never played. A little blue eye. Horseshoe crab equals C. Ruba. Correct. Have you seen Helldivers? What do you mean? Have I seen the game? Or is there also like a show or something? Dude, your drawings are amazing. Thanks. Was it Jose? Josue? Have you seen Iron Lung, the game and or movie? Iron Lung? I don't think so. It sounds familiar. Iron Lung? Oh, that's with that Markiplier? No, I have not. You know, I was never like a Markiplier guy, really. I was always a PewDiePie guy when I was younger. I watched a little bit of Markiplier, but I was never that familiar with him. I was a PewDiePie guy back in the day. Have I seen Helldivers? Let me look up Helldivers. Oh, it's a book series? It's also a book? So is the game based off a book? Support our brave soldiers fighting the front lines for freedom. We always support the soldiers. Speaking of soldiers, any of y'all Warhammer 40K fans? I've never played any of them or like know much about it, but I'm intrigued by it. I know Henry Cavill is working on the series or something. For the Emperor. Have you seen the Gilded Guy story? Gilded Guy? What is that? Gilded Guy? Gilded guy. Let's Google this. Is it like a YouTube thing? So that's the thing. Nowadays, there's just so much content, and there's like no more monoculture. It's like there's so much shit you just don't know about. Back in the day, we like all knew the same stuff because there was only like a limited number of things that everybody watched. But now there's just so much content. It is a YouTube. Oh, you know what? If you want to talk about like, have y'all? Yo, randomly I just saw this. Y'all ever heard of Happy Tree Friends? Let's see who in here is old like me. Who in here is an unk? Bro, why does my mouse keep disappearing? This damn YouTube thing. Is that still on YouTube? Happy Tree Friends? I don't think it was. I don't. When I watched it as a kid, dude, I was in like elementary school. It was so bad. It was just on its own website. So I'm not even sure if it was ever on YouTube. That shit was fucking. Yo, that show was gnarly. That's a rated R stuff right there. Remember my buddies showed me that stuff, and I was like, "What is this?" It was like, dude, that was some gnarly stuff, dude. It's brutal. Them poor little creatures traumatized you as a kid for real, dude. That was wild. Happy Tree Friends was not something I watched because you had no internet when you were young. Yeah, I remember this. A couple friends of mine. Whenever I'd go over to their house, they always like somehow like knew all these weird niche things that I didn't. I don't know if I was just a little bit more sheltered with the stuff I was exposed to, but they showed me all that stuff. Like they're the ones who showed me that. They showed me They introduced me to RuneScape, and then they introduced me into World of Warcraft. Like, they were always on the ball with like whatever the internet stuff was going on when we were like 10 years old. It is on YouTube. You know what that kind of who's damn, what's his name? What's Homeboy's name? Who's like the big animator now? Who makes that real disturbing shit? What's his name? He makes all that real creepy. Damn it! What's his name? Meat something? Is it Meat? What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about, right? What's his name? It's gonna bug me. Hold on. Meat Canyon, yeah. Y'all ever watch that stuff? I've only seen some of the Meat Canyon stuff or whatever. Meat Canyon. Cause that shit's so I get so disturbed by the way he draws that stuff, dude. It's so disturbing to watch. It creeps me out. But the dude's talented as hell with that stuff. The Bugs Bunny shit. I remember when I saw the Bugs Bunny thing on like an Instagram reel. I was like, dude, what is this? But I couldn't stop watching. Oh my god. It was so crazy. What about flash kits? I've never heard of that. You should use some of your creatures to make a chimera that has abilities of some of your creatures. A little chimera. Maybe one day I'll do that. Make it like some sort of experimental creature created by the Mad Alchemist. That could be an idea. That could be an idea. The Mad Alchemist. I still have so many damn things I want to design. Just not enough time in this world, man. Just not enough time in this world to get it all done. So much to do. So little time. The legendary creators of Space King? What is Space King? About your Hydra you talked about earlier, Josh, would it be good if it based on a plant like a predator? Well, remember I did do a Hydra like that, a plant-based Hydra, an elemental one. I've done that before, so I was thinking about making one more of like an actual creature next. Is really like the immature Warhammer 40k. Yeah, the old Snapvine Hydra I designed. That was in the old bestiary. The old bestiary. Did a little Hydra in that one. Got a little horseshoe basilisk thingamabob. Nice little rough doodle. I'm more into the fantasy version of Warhammer. There's 2 versions of Warhammer? Yeah, I don't know much about the Warhammer stuff. I was always confused. Is there 2 different like Warhammer worlds? I'm not knowledgeable on the lore. Normally I don't really do highlights, but we're just chilling right now, so. $40K is sci-fi, normal is fantasy. Are they part of the same universe at all, or are they totally different universes? Is one like do they take place in the same universe but different time periods? There's too much. Are they coming out? Are they coming out with like a new game or no? Because I thought they were. Because I know they just came out with that one like a year or two ago. Are they coming out with another one soon or something? Because I feel like lately that series has been popping off, right? Because I'll sometimes have like some. I was actually before the stream when I was looking for like video game soundtracks to play. There was like some Warhammer 40K stuff coming up, but it wasn't like the actual video game soundtrack. It was like some fan stuff, and it was really cool. But I can't play it because of copyright stuff. But I like the thing that interests me is like the religious undertones and stuff. That's always cool. I like that sort of holy, you know, like chanting music and stuff. That's just badass. Like a Gregorian chant. So yeah, box of socks. I'm actually about to finish this up here anyways. Like I said, I'll probably I'll sit back and contemplate this some more, and then decide if we want to do a whole nother style of this, or how I can improve it and stuff. Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40 are not in the same universe, but operate as distinct separate continues or dimensions connected via the Chaos Warp. Well, they share the same 4 Chaos gods: Khorne, Nurgle, Tzeentch, Slaanesh. The settings have drifted apart, with 40K focused on sci-fi galaxy and fantasy on the magic world. So I'd probably like the fantasy version more than, because I like fantasy over sci-fi. But the only thing I ever see is the sci-fi, the 40K. That's what I always see, I feel like. Times at 9:13. It's been a little 2-hour stream. Not too shabby. Not too shabby, folks. Not too shabby at all. I need to start setting like a specific day per week, or a couple days per week, where we plan out and always have like a live stream on a specific day set. Get on a little schedule. Start getting regiment. Then I want to do some gaming live streams, some community gaming live streams, so we can get everybody, we get the crew, the soup cult to participate. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. I want to do that with Monster Hunter. So if any of y'all jabronis got Monster Hunter Wilds, we need to plan out a stream soon. Plan out a little community stream. Get everybody involved up in here. Smash some monsters. You know what I'm saying there, brother. But all right, y'all. We did some doodles. We got some stuff done. We chatted. We shot the shit. We did our thing. Not too bad for a little Wednesday night stream. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna hop off now. Thanks for stopping by, folks. Appreciate you joining me on the stream. I don't know when I'm gonna do my next video. I was gonna do like a reaction video to that new Godzilla trailer, but I'd get copyrighted, so I didn't end up doing that. But I need to crank out some Kolgrath lore videos soon. And maybe some other stuff. We'll see. Joe, yours is done too? Yeah. Show me on IG, Joe. I want to see what you were working on. But, alright, y'all. I'm gonna hippity hop off, chill out with the little peach over here, eat a little something, and probably watch some YouTube before I go to beddy bye time. Alright.